So I just want to start off by saying thank you to all of you who show me love and support from my last video when I was talking about the little girl who had a message for those who violated her. The little girl in me who had a message for those who violated her. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Um, so I had been trying to get this out for a while. And when I say a while, I mean a long while. I had been just avoiding talking about it or whatever. And my mom, it's been a year and several months now since my mom passed. And I went in her purse a while back and I saw my eldest brother's birth certificate. And the birth certificate had the age of her and his father, the man she had married. And she was 17 and he was 27, I believe, if I'm not not mistaken. And I realized that my mom didn't stand a chance. Like, she was taken advantage of as well. And I was also taken advantage of. I remember her telling me that her stepfather had M-worded her, and she didn't go into a lot of detail, but my grandmother allowed her to be with a grown man at the age of 17. So I guess they were married at when she was 17. She got married to him. So how long were they together before she got married to him? So it explains so much of what happened to me. So I remember her telling me about her stepfather, and like I said, she didn't go into too much, but I know that she was violated, and it explains so much. It's like my mom never really had a chance. She never had a chance. Like, and when I saw that, it made me look at her so much differently. Not that I'm excusing how she treated us as her children, but I can understand a lot more about her decisions and why she was like she was. So when you go into generational behaviors and things that were passed down, your parents make the same decisions that their parents made, and of course that stopped with me because I'm not going for none of it. I'm not having it. So I am the one who is chosen to break those things. And a lot of times it be your family that you're trying to show differently. Like, you're bringing healing back to the bloodline. You're breaking things, and you're also healing the bloodline. So it goes deeper than just the physical form of things. It goes in a spiritual sense as well. So not only are you trying to heal from the things that you've been through, but you're also healing from the past, the things from the past, the people from the past, the spirits from the past, spiritually and physically. Like, there are things that we really need to dig into. But I say all of that to say this: the reason I am starting to talk about those things is because somebody else needs to hear this. Somebody else, it's bigger than me. It is so much bigger than me. So that's why I'm putting it out there. I do appreciate the support. I'm not putting my story out there for somebody to have sympathy for me. But I mean, okay, I appreciate the support and thank you for your empathy. But it's not for me to put it out there to be like, okay, well, I want you to feel sorry for me, or I want you to have sympathy for me, but I want you to be able to share it, to be able to let other people know that it's okay to share your story. It's okay to stand out. It's okay to be the one that breaks those generational behaviors, the thinking, the everything. Let it stop with you. Let it stop with you, because not only is this going to benefit you and who comes after you, but it's benefiting your ancestors, the ones who didn't have the chance to heal, the ones who didn't know any better. They're looking at you and they're like, okay, so there is another side to this. There is healing. There is a way to bring back healing to the bloodline, a good name back to the bloodline, wealth back to the bloodline, whatever that's missing, whatever that needs to be healed, whatever that needs to be repaired, whatever that needs to be presented to those who coming after you, or what needs to be presented to you. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to gain any followers. I'm not trying to, if you follow me, thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm not trying, that's my intent is to help others. I have accepted my assignment and people don't understand that it's a lot that comes along with this. It's not easy to be able to be vulnerable on camera. It's not easy to be able to allow people into some aspects of your life. But if it is to help somebody else, and I have a genuine love for people, I have no ill intent, I have nothing monetary to gain, no, none of that. I'm not in it for all of that. I'm in it to be able to allow, especially the little girls who look like me, the women who look like me, to let you know that those things that happen, it is not your fault. It is not your fault. There are many women who are still holding it in because they're thinking that they did something. And I was one of those women. I thought that I did something because, well, I was hot in my ass. I was too fast. And the thing that made me actually be like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and say it, because this video that is going viral about this 14-year-old that's pregnant for the second time, that hit something something vicious. I mean, that hit terribly. And I was like, wow, that little girl is reaching out for something. And I'm gonna get into that because I have been advertising my book titled A Woman Too Soon. That book is based on my life. I was 14 and that person was a grown person, an adult. So when I saw that little girl, and then to hear her father speaking to her in that manner, that did something to me. Like, that triggered me. And it actually prompted me even more to be like, okay, yeah, I accept my assignment. I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing because people need to hear it, and people need to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is another side. There is joy. There is happiness. There is a good ending, I should say. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Therapy has helped me out a lot. It's so much I can say right now, but I don't want to cram it all into one video. I want to take my time, but I do want to come on and say thank you all for the love and the support. I see you. Oh my gosh, it's like, wow. So yeah, the little girl in me is very happy, and I'm gonna tell you about a time when I met that little girl. So yeah, thank you guys. Love you guys so much.